What's up, y'all? I am currently managing my AMD position, of which I'm up 10% right now, but these wicks are, not the best. And I'm watching, I'm trying to on the stream, I'm trying to show you what my flexible grid looks like, because I use it a lot actually. So let me know if you like that. Trying to figure out. So Kyle, this crab position is kind of on the edge here, but Riot is going crazy too. Riot and Mara, the two Bitcoin plays. AMD is a range break here. Like, it was one of these plays that was setting up for it, and I think we're gonna get it today. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, which means that we can expect 93. Yeah, I mean 93 should come. I kind of like it. Now I'm up 20%. There it goes, 30% now. Let's check on NVIDIA as well. You can maybe... NVAX went red to green. A little more precarious. Damn. I feel like I should be going long here. I just, I mean, you see the touches on 1070. So Roku went all-time high. I don't really like what crowd's doing here. But at the same time, I don't expect it to fall much pre-earnings. I have a lot of positions open. Geez, I think I want to trade shop again. But let's check on Etsy really fast. See where it's at. It's red. Might want to dip by this one. Come on. Not the best candle to dip by on. Pretty hard rejection. Alright, that means it's near top of its run. Shop, on the other hand, shop, I'm looking for GME. I haven't looked at that one. I'm not really liking crowd though. See if it holds here. I think we have some supply here. You see these wicks. Should be okay. Alright, let's just look elsewhere. I don't want to buy right into my resistance, you know? Look at that candle. Nice. I'm gonna have to rebuy these AMD calls. Or not rebuy, but yeah, here we go. Damn. Okay, 51.50. Yeah, here we go. The keys don't look that great either. Damn. All right, a little bit of a dip by there. I'm afraid of these, of the way the keys look right now. The keys don't look good. Right here. I mean, it's only down 13% or 0.13, but these candles, that is not really what you want to see. Up here, you can see it coming down to 297 first. The morning shakeouts, I think. I mean, I kind of expect this area to hold. I'm just dip buying galore right now, and if we break this level, then I'll stop out. But until then, I don't see like the reason I'm able to do that is because over the weekend I was just studying the charts and I didn't see really any reason to be bearish. But we'll see. I mean, it's a little bit of a double top here. And on crowd, I'm watching it on the picture-in-picture to see if we break below 150. But I did buy AMD, as you saw. Maybe. I think you saw it. And I think this one should go to 93. I mean, I'm pretty... Based on the range break on the volume, very nice range break here. We just don't want it to give up, like, for example, what it did here. Because the next day would be continuation down more. But it looks strong right now. And crowd is holding that level that I expected it to. I want some money in shop. And I've been peeking at it. It's so hard because it's going to get into this last eighth area to 1100, 1087. But we are breaking this range here. 1069, 1070. We broke it actually. So I think I actually do want a piece of it. And I might get rid of crowd in order to rotate my money. It's so tough to, but I think I just like hate being super long before 10:30, I guess. Because you're sort of leaving up a lot of stuff to the market at that point. Yeah, the Chinese names are down because AMD is so good right now. Are down, I think mainly on news that BABA and IPO won't happen until 2022. So that was news that happened. Why is this all NA? What the heck? Yeah, so all these names are red, the Chinese names that I have. And I think a lot of it is sympathy on BABA being down, pre-market gapping down. So I mean, because of that news, I'm not going to trade it. And I have to sell crowd here. It's not looking good. I mean, I can give it one more candle maybe. This last candle here. You see where my cursor is on my screen. 150, 150. Jeez, it's so close. When you're like almost stopped out of a position. There it is. Damn. Didn't even fill. It didn't fill because it broke that support there. That's unfortunate. There's too many winners in this market to hold on to losers though. You know? So that was a loss. That was the first position I closed, I think. Yeah. We're still even on the day. Not too worried about that. I think shop has a lot of potential here. It is up already 4% though. And oh damn. You see, they might do to me that reversal candle on crowd. It'd be so dirty. Oh well. After I take a loss on a name, I don't usually go back to look at it at all. At all. Yeah, I mean, the Chinese names, they have there's been, I mean, all that noise around it for a long time now, and it's still been kind of moving on up. So I like AMD here, and I would like to wait for SHOP to pull back a little bit, but I'm not sure it'll actually happen. It's too extended for me to buy these super pricey calls. I would rather just stick my money into AMD and watch that go. Because this combo looks like it can, I mean, like we already broke right here, and now we're gonna test 90 is this gap, which is what we're struggling against right now. Probably should have top ticked that. Didn't though. What the heck? I thought I canceled that. Didn't I cancel that? I'm pretty sure I canceled it. I clicked the button. Oh, shop lift off. 1078, 1080. Yeah, I just missed it. I should have been waiting for it earlier. And then NVAX is going insane as well. All right, well, there's the bullish engulfer on. No, it didn't close as a bullish engulfer. Where's my... Oh, it's really far. Interesting. This would have been a great dip buy, huh? On this crossover. I'm going to wait for the market to settle a hot second before jumping in more. You can see with all these positions open, I'm even. This cancels out right here. My riot turned around. It was down to almost 30%. I am, yeah. I was out of my weeklies because I was expecting a pullback on DraftKings. So now that we're getting the pullback, I will look to re-enter sometime. Like, I expected us to flag here. I exited my weekly calls on Friday. This 61.8 retrace. Yeah, AMD 90.1 right here. There it is. It just broke. So I'm really digging this DraftKings look. One more down day, maybe one more down to 51 right here to 51. Let's check in to see what crypto is doing. Damn, it's ripping. I have some money tied up right now elsewhere. My AMD calls are in the money now. Crowd put in the reversal here. So potentially re-entry. Actually, we'll see. I wanted to get over this 152.50 before thinking about it. But it's still in a downtrend, obviously. Man, I was just caught watching shop. It's kind of unfortunate. Just caught watching. And I'm not sure, I mean, 1100 was the first, or 1070 and then 1100 and then 1120s at the high. And NVAX is going to keep ripping too. Oh my goodness. That thing is so volatile. The Qs are dropping a little bit here. Yeah. I mean, all these vaccine names are bullish. Why is this taking so long? When I changed the... I should probably move that up. I don't know. It's kind of like a... It's kind of like a zone more. Die. You know, I was short on Palantir. I said it and I was stuck to it. Damn, my computer's being super slow right now. Die. This is a short seller's wet dream right here. This rejection. I mean, that's what I'm seeing at least. Yeah, maybe we can catch shop on a pullback. Let's check to see. I think Adobe was the one that I was thinking about unloading. Unfortunately, with Palantir, it's the premium is super inflated. Yeah, the Qs are going lower. Let's watch DraftKings really fast. The Qs are going lower. The crowd is holding while the Qs are not. And that's the sort of relative strength I like to look for a little bit, but no position. I'd rather be trading AMD. You can see it's holding up well. I put on a very speculative short. I guess it's not too speculative because of all the terrible news coming out, but I mean, I think we could see 17. So I just bought it in the money put. We'll see where that takes us. I'm waiting for the people to show up, the buyers. I think they will still. I mean, like we're holding on the keys. It's not dropping yet, at least. And PayPal is green and Square is not. Retrace. Down, crowd goes. Damn. Probably should bounce at 150, yeah, but it's green to red. A lot of names are now red. You can see. NAO is getting stepped on. I really like the strength in AMD right now. I'm just gonna focus on that. Tune out the rest. The strength in AMD is very telling. It's bull flagging. Let's see if I can buy some. We'll see. I'm watching the 5-minute chart on the keys to see what the structure looks like. 297.50 ish. Yeah, I was thinking Nicola to see something like 17, but what happens on this name is that it'll jump intraday and then it'll just tank overnight. Like people just sell it overnight. So all right, crowd hit 150 now, which is where the volume was the last couple days. Not way below the stop that I put in place. Oh, it just broke 150. Wow, this thing is it's kind of interesting. It was up 4%. It's just coming down. Not, and then Etsy as well. Like this thing was up to 164. All right, so last time we hit the 21-day on AMD, it just rocketed. So we'll see what happens here. The keys are still lower low. And my baby target is holding its support, so that's good. It is down 1%, and it took away a lot of premium that I had on my swings, but I mean, they're from March, so I'm not too worried about it. All right, AMD. I'm thinking we want to bounce here. Wow, these, the contracts are kind of volatile. 30%, 6%. I probably should be selling at these. These little moves up to buy back, but SQ looks bearish. Wow. That's pretty sad. Yeah, all the Chinese names just got smacked by this Baba news. So I didn't really touch it, to be honest. I'm going to set an alert for 51. Alright, AMD's fading now. It needs to bounce here, or else it's going to put in a lower low. AMD, I trusted you. I trusted you. The indices are not helping. I mean, above this range break, it's still, you know, a range break, but it is doing basically what it has been doing the last few days, which is getting some buy candles and then selling off. Nvidia is red now. We're going lower. 297.50, I said, right? Yeah, there it is. All right, what is PL Palantir at? Because last time I checked, it was red or green. Okay, it's down 5%, and my puts are down on the day. Help! I don't like that. It's so annoying when you're down, like it's down 5% and the premium is. It's pretty annoying. Wow. Yeah, my put premium's not moving. I think the volatility is, I don't know. I don't know what it is, to be honest. Let me check the. I don't know. It has a 0.20, 0.16 It has a 0.16 whatever delta. So this should have gave two. I guess it's not. That's not a lot considering that $1 is 4%. Yeah, it's not that much actually. All right, the keys came into my support here, 29750. We're gonna have to wait on any more longs to see what happens with it at this level. I exited my Palantir shorts because it wasn't doing anything. When the name drops from 30 to 26, what is that? That's like a 10% swing and your contracts don't do anything. Like that's a bad you got some bad contracts. Part of the reason my P&L is like this is because of my common shares, which just got like look at that. I wonder if there was news. I have to check that. Or if it's just this I think IPOB is just going down because of all these other Momo names. That's a big drop. So almost $1. Yeah, all the IPOs are getting smashed right now. Damn. Oh no, I was I tweeted about this one. Man, I tweeted about this one on Friday, and I said I like this one. And look at it, it's up 20% today. That is insane. Yeah, I was wrong on SQ as well. This stock is really crazy. Like this thing can go all the way up to back up to 50. So I don't know. This thing was $1 in March. Wow, that's insane. All right, keys broke through support here. Chart structure right now is a double top. And yeah, die. Just die. I mean, this thing could go to 17 today. I think the wind is coming out of the sails of a lot of these names. Like, so the solar EV wash, I expect it to be almost all red at this point. Which, yeah, look at that. So I expect the money to rotate into these bigger names soon. Like they will be ones to recover. Faster. All right, let's check SQ. I don't want to dip buy really. Like I shouldn't be dip buying here. I should be looking to shorten my positions on Adobe, for example, especially if it doesn't hold here. Might fill the gap to 470. It's a dump. Man, oh, shoot, what am I gonna sell here? I'm thinking I gotta sell Adobe. Now the setup is not really there. I want to hold it long above 470 though. So I'll use that as my stop. This thing is so volatile. It's really interesting. All right, let's take inventory. DraftKings swing is down. Every swing I have is down right now, which is why we're in this position with our P&L. But I haven't been stopped out of anything yet. Even though that may change soon. And I can't add until the momentum shifts anywhere, so. Cyber Monday stock sale, yeah. Shop, yeah, I know. It's just so hard for me to enter. Wow, look at that. Actually, it's more than a little pullback. It went $30 down. Yeah, that's $30. Actually, it's right into where you'd want to think about buying it again. Good thing, yeah. That's why chasing that far up is not a good sign. Same with crowd. Like, it was a little. I think it was a little nitty to be buying it here with all these wicks forming. Wow, SQ is getting dumped. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, let's see what these. Yeah, I mean, okay, look, the puts have moved $5. It was one. I sold it for 125, and I sold it like $1.50 ago. That's ridiculous. Okay, $10 now. So I remember, a couple Mondays ago, this, we dropped and we kept dropping. And that's something I'm thinking about right now, for sure. I was all green, 30% on AMD, and now it's red. Shouldn't really let that happen. They're fatty candles, though. Wow. All right, let's check to see what is green still. Wow, everything's getting smacked. Yep. End of month rebalancing. Wow, that got racked up quickly. Trying to figure out from what Adobe broke my support. Gonna have to try to wait for a bounce to sell all these shenanigans. AMD just dumped. All right, we're gonna try to sell these on a bounce. I'm thinking, all right, let's see what we can get on a bounce here. If there is one. Bitcoin is holding up though. It's kind of interesting. You can see how like on oh, I probably wasn't looking at it right away, that's why. Like your comment right there. All right, well, if we're gonna sell on a bounce, it should be here. We'll give it a hot sec. I don't want to get, you know, it's just like the difference between getting shaken out and getting dumped is sometimes difficult, but when it breaks your support, you're supposed to sell. I mean, that's pretty much all it is. 470 was my support on Adobe, so what a dump. I'll pull up the indices on my bigger screen here. Right at the supply zone. More or less. Was this enough of a shakeout? I don't know. Shop back up 10 points, 23 points. It's insane. Lots of volume this today. That's one thing that has changed from previous. Let's see what the 1100s are, how they have changed. Could have made a quick 400 bucks. Those things went all up to 24 and back down to 8. That is brutal. That is very brutal. I think it's a little bit lower. I'm pretty sure it's around like 20. Yeah. It's below these wicks here. Because you can see it also extends a little bit further out into this area as well, but all right. I had to unload. It's not fun, but there will be a better setup later. I probably should have exited around 90. I wasn't expecting this big of a drop, to be honest. And I didn't want to sell as the premium was getting deflated here. And now my Nikola puts are red. I'm pretty sure I bought around 2150. I could roll it to next week's, which might be a little bit smarter because of the strength here. But I want to wait for it to break 88.50 again. Because that's basically a rejection candle at this point. Got to close above here. Is it gonna let me sell this for that much? I don't know actually. It should. Why is it not showing? Oh, okay. Yeah, I was really long into today. And it might be justified after today. Like it might come back. And I'm looking, but a lot of names got deflated today. And I gotta lighten the load, you know? DraftKings, I'm okay with holding here. 51, nice. Yeah, I'm okay with holding Target DraftKings, all these things that are in my long swing, I'm not exiting, but the ones down here I am exiting. And you notice that this was, I was in the red or the green 30% on AMD. But I kind of expect this to keep falling here on the Qs. Like I don't have any don't really see any structural support here. The only thing is the 9 EMA. Like that would be the some charts needed a good reset. Other ones kind of sets you back. Like for example, Amazon. Yeah, I mean it's just like so back and forth there. Google as well. Like it looked good. SQ touched its 9 EMA, and it's actually in its supply zone right now, so something to watch. Right here. I like the idea of taking next week calls on SQ. I mean, I don't expect... Let's see, 220s. It's not bad. I just don't like this topping candle here. It's not my favorite. Every name here, see coming back into the 9-day. DraftKings might look best. Apple. Yeah, DraftKings 9-day as well. Everything's sort of like just pulling back to its 9-day, which makes me like it's not bearish at all. It's just it was lots of names were extended. All right, we're getting this double candle, double hammer here. Still a little suspicious here. We have to wait. Monday after holiday, also the end of the month. I can tell that things are calming down though until we get the next, if we get a next one. Damn. Some big boy candles here. That's insane. I feel like every time I stream, like, it's not the best trading. Could be coming down again here. Looks like we're bear flagging. There's not too much that I am interested in. The shot bounced back to its pivot, 1068. Pretty insane. If you were able to get in at exactly the right moment. The 1100s bounced from excuse me. They went from 24 to 8 and now they're back to 15. So you could get a quick double up. I passed over it when I was watching. Wow, now it's 16 right there. Jesus. I'm 17 now. Just watching this options contract just expand 18 now. Oh my goodness. What did I say? When was it? Wow, this is going to be a V. Oh my goodness. What the heck is happening? 19 now. What did I say it was? I said it was 16? 15? I even pulled it up. DraftKings a big bounce at the 50% retrace. I want to, I want to dip by SQ and AMD, but it's a little tough here. A little tough because we are V bottoming on the indices, but oh man. Like this hammer candle is bullish, and the follow-up also bullish. Probably gonna retest here 297.50. AMD. Oh, and crowd is back too. All right, crowd is back to 1. Let's check it out. Check out that animal. Animal. Right on the fib. That's pretty ridiculous. Alright, so what did I sell these for? Basically what they're at right now. I don't want to buy those at that price. We're gonna have to play catch up today. And we still have a chance to break even on the day. We just have to pick the right spot, find the right opportunity. Probably AMD was the best play. I mean, but those were some fatty candles down. And we broke below every support that I had, so can't do much about that except selling earlier, which I probably should have. I thought we were out of the type of market where we had to take profits quickly. I thought we were out of that market, and I guess not. So that's kind of unfortunate. I mean, it's flagging on DraftKings in terms of the daily chart. So I'm not trying to get into it right now. But the 9-day touches bullet. I mean, like all these 9-day touches on the names that have been extended, it's okay. It's not a reason to quit the long outlook at all, really. Feeling the I mean, it's bullish. We're still above. We're just trending up. You're gonna have red days in there, and as long as we hold, this area, it will be bullish. Let's take a look at NIO. See if we can. I don't think we'll see anything here, to be honest. I think the better play is in AMD and SQ. Like, for example, Target. It was really far extended above its 9-day. And it still needs to touch it. It hasn't touched it yet. Probably tomorrow it touches it, I would guess. You know, when you're wrong in the morning, you got to play from behind the rest of the day. But, I mean, there's been some days where... I mean, that's a good question. I'm waiting. I still have shares. You know, 38. This is another name where, you know, it could still needs to touch its, but it's been holding a different moving average that I don't have on my screen, actually. It's been holding, I think, a tighter moving average. Very strong name. Personally, I wait until the end of the day to buy swings. I don't buy them midday unless there's a big dump that comes right into a support. But even then, I'm not usually swinging those. I'll exit when it bounces. If AMD can close at 89, it has a chance to be a good one again. I'm waiting for all these names to come back down, and then we can see where we stand. You can see on the AMD and Apple that they're both at their resistances, and so it's a good marker for the Qs to start turning down. At least a little bit here. All right, AMD is above its pivot again. This, damn. I sold right here after buying right here. End here. I buy spreads sometimes, but because my trading style is way more quick, that I often don't really need to take spreads. Also, like I trade smaller size contracts than. So like if I was buying spreads, I would buy a lot more contracts, and my risk would probably be very similar to just buying naked calls, if that makes sense. Um, Shop, damn dude, 1080. This thing is insane. I should have dip bought it. That was the opportunity of a lifetime. These contracts are 19 again. I'm still waiting for a good opportunity. I don't see a good risk reward. I mean, maybe SQ, but it's back at its resistance, and it's not where I want to be buying it. Let's see what crypto's doing again. Wow. ETH is back to its high, pretty much 620, or its recent high, 620. I mean, if you're gonna take the spread for this week, you don't want to be, your spread should not be $10 wide. Like if you're trading it this week, maybe 90, 95 or something like that, but not 90, 100. The 100 doesn't give you that much protection, and it actually caps it increases your risk, or it caps your gains a lot more than having the 95 because of the way that the delta is structured. Sorry, not the delta, the way that the gamma is structured. Yeah, you don't like that 90, 100. That's basically a 10% spread, which is when you create a spread, you're not only trying to find one that will be in the money and find the other that will be out of the money. You want to create a spread with good Greeks, being the delta, theta, etc. Why is this taking so long? Jeez.
Thanks for answering all my questions. Really enjoy whenever you live stream.
Thanks, Mikos, for the donation. Really appreciate it. I'm always down to answer questions. It helps me think through. Helps me think through what are good setups and what are not. And believe it or not, the donations actually help a lot because I don't really take much out of my trading account at all. And this is what I do full time, so I really appreciate it. Yeah, AMD, man. The dump was very interesting. And we're still below on the Qs where I would want it to be, but the shakeout was real. I could have held, all these AMD contracts that I had would be, and also I basically could have just held everything and it would have been okay. Except for crowd. Not gonna hold that one. And one of these days, I expect IPOB to go up 20%. So, what does that sound? So wash. 20% being to 27. All right, SQ. I mean, it's not the best risk to reward right now, but the risk is 200. I mean, 210. Let's see if we can snag a few $100 and then. Gonna try to play this up to 210, 209.50. I got a little bit late, but like this is gonna be when some people were AMD, man. Wow. This thing is moving today, actually. It's a kind of an interesting hourly setup. I don't think I've seen something quite like it before. AMD. Wow. Dummy. Dummy, dummy, dummy. Trying to figure out what the bounce was, like why it bounced where it did. I don't really see too much of anything right there. But look at this hourly chart. Yeah, it just makes me think that these are like it's like big money shenanigans. Big money shenanigans with these fake out drop thingies. Got me. Let's see this chart structure here. So the pivot here is 258.72, which we haven't touched yet. And we got the supply here. So I'm not very worried about this. Is a lot of volume. Gotta check this out here. Interesting. All right. Well, we're going to buy back in because it's now back above where I want it to be, and it looks bullish to me. So the shakeout is usually a good sign, actually, believe it or not. Get all the sellers out of the way. I'll average down if necessary on AMD. I kind of expect to be honest, but I also added SQ, trying to get like 10% or something. 20%. 20% would be nice. Yeah, AMD looks bullish. Square also, I think, will recover, so. Man, stupid. I sold these for 1, and I had to rebuy them back. I had to rebuy them for 190. That is rough. But we're okay. We are okay. Man, I want to eat soon. Square might go inside up. Inside up is over 210, but we'll see. That would require the indices also doing something very similar. You gotta play a patient game when you're trading. And sometimes, like, it's also not just patience, it's also knowing when to be patient, when to be impatient. All right, a little bit of a comeback here. Stupid selling of AMD, but oh well. SQ, I'm fine with. Just gonna try to sell around 209. AMD. Whew. Oh yeah, I'll be right back. I have to use the restroom. Don't blow up the market while I'm gone. The fake out. Man, I wonder how many people like me got faked out. I didn't really get faked out, I got stopped out. But still, it is not fun. It's cold in here. All these V bottoms. All right, well, I got my 20% on SQ. Almost. Nice. Fill me. Come on. There we go. Fill it. Are you for real? All right, well, I got 20% on it. DraftKings back up. Wow. I didn't even buy the dip. 'Cause I didn't really buy the dip. I just kind of waited until the dip was bought. Look at this Shrekker candle. What the heck? It's kind of interesting, these names that are green. There's not really a pattern to them, I would say. All right, well, let's do the smart thing here and take the profit. If it'll let me. Okay, there we go. I'm getting filled real slow. Some of these. I'm gonna try to roll these to 95s next week, which are the same price. You just get more time. It'll allow me to swing it. We're slowly making our way back here. The Qs are back at resistance, so I'm gonna wait a hot second before jumping in. No, it's just a phrase that I say to describe, or like, you know, people will say like a green bean, like this thing, like it is doing right now. It's just a big green candle. Or multiple of them back to back to back. Wow, the move was 87 to 90 and a half. That's insane. You know, those contracts were $1. Now they're $2.40. These AMDs, it's over the gap now. All right, these are next week's. Yeah, Rare could do the same thing as AMD. Let's go. No. 24. I'm waiting to get back in on AMD on the weeklies. Maybe somewhere around like 89. I don't know. Wow, it's already 11 o'clock. The fills are kind of slow today. It's really odd. Or maybe it's just registering as slow, because I don't think it's actually being slow. I said 93, right? I'm pretty sure I said 93. Yeah, somewhere in there. All right, AMD, let's break it. Go. What's up, Mark? Is there something wrong with the stream right now? I'm getting some messages on my YouTube that says that there's something the matter. And I think my kilobytes per second is fluctuating at a rate that I'm not used to actually seeing. So let me know if you see something wrong with that. I think for now we're okay with holding AMD. Just gotta look for the context clues, you know? But it looks bullish to me. This very thing is insane. Oh my god, it's up 34% now. All right, I gotta pull this up on the Twitter feed here. I tweeted about Very on this weekend. Do you think that they watch my Twitter feed? Oh, did I not tweet it? Did I just only send it to my friends? No, I had to have tweeted it. Yeah, it's right here. $35% on that. Wow. That was a big one. I want in on AMD more. I want to load it up. What do I have right now? 6. I have almost. I have a full size almost. I want to go a little bit more levered, but I gotta wait for a dip to do that. IPOB is bull flagging again. All right, y'all. Well, since I'm just sitting in my positions, I'm just gonna head out so I can eat lunch, and probably be back on tomorrow. Gonna try to do it more often, but we're not even. We're a little bit down, but not too much. We were down more at some point today. Gotta get back into the swing of things. But thanks for joining. And if you have a question, you can add me on Twitter, WatchDashTrade, and I will respond to you. Yes. All right. Peace out, y'all. I gotta figure out what's wrong with my stream here.